Life is promised to every one of us. And that promise began before you got here. God's not trying to fix that promise up after you were born, after you engaged and had to face your first life challenge. God's promise to give you life began before the world. So, since he's not a liar, since he can only tell the truth, what does that mean? In time, what God has said, what God has spoken, it will come to pass. So if it hasn't happened yet, simply means it's not doesn't mean we question it. It means it simply has not yet come. Okay, think about this, right? Watch this. In the natural, sometimes we need natural things to help, strengthen our spiritual understanding. If you've ever been in that situation where you had to ride a local bus to get from one destination, from one point to another, from one location to a new destination, you find the bus schedule, and the bus schedule says that at 15 minutes after the hour on this corner or this cross street, the bus is going to come and is going to pick you up. So all you have to do, watch this, is be in the right place at the right time. Now, there are a lot of little streams of analogies that I can bring in here. First of all, you don't get to say, well, I don't like that corner. I don't like that intersection. I want to catch the bus over here. It's closer to where I live. No, you are required, if you want to ride that particular bus to get from point A to point B, you are required to meet the bus at that specific location. We talked about finding your place in our previous program. You have to understand that you don't get to choose. You have to be at the right place at the right time. But now somebody say, okay, Pastor, I did what you said. I'm in the right place, and I'm here waiting. I'm waiting. Bus not here yet. Bus not here yet. I thought you said if I'm in the right place, if I do the right thing, that life is supposed to work for me. Now, here's what I find striking, that you and I will go to a bus stop, and if the schedule said that the bus is coming at 15 minutes after the hour, and when we're still there at 20 minutes after the hour, we're still there at 25 minutes after the hour, our expectation is that bus is coming. Why? Well, because it said in the schedule. It said in the schedule. Now, it's late, but I still know it's coming. You stay there. As a matter of fact, I had a friend, actually a church member, just the other day. We had a big snowstorm in Denver a couple of days ago, and our receptionist was not able to get to the church to unlock the building. We had a class that was getting started. She calls me up and she says, Pastor, I know I'm supposed to be at the church to open the door, but I can't get there because the bus is late. Bus hasn't come. And I said, well, how long you been waiting on the bus? 2 hours. 2 hours. She stayed out in the snow waiting on a bus that was supposed to come in 15 minutes after the hour. Here's the teaching point. Some of us have more confidence in a bus schedule than we do in the Word of God. Just because you haven't seen the end results come to pass in your life yet, I don't understand why you can't, watch this, wait on the Lord. Because it hasn't come according to your schedule, according to your time, does not mean God is not going to fulfill his promise in your life. Life is promised to every one of us. Sometimes you have to wait on it. Sometimes you have to have confidence. Sometimes you have to stand at the bus stop of life and just believe that it's coming. Somebody's going to walk by and look at you crazy and say, what are you doing standing at this bus stop? Well, you know what? I'm standing here because I'm waiting on life. Well, why would you stand here? Why would you just wait? Why don't you just find another option? Why don't you find another alternative? Because God told me this is my place. God told me this is my time. God told me this is my season. So I'm going to watch this wait. We don't have enough spiritual, faithful patience to simply wait on what God has said he would do in our life.